It's time for the MCTS experience with Mr. Orff
and Mr. Nash.
Discover your passion
And unlock your future.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the MCTS experience, another exciting episode. More importantly, welcome to the 2024-2025 school year. Yes. My name is Mr. Orff. With me, as always, is my partner in crime, Mr. David Nash. How are you, sir?
Howdy, everybody. Welcome back. We're ready to go. Let's go. Let's do it.
I am ready. I'm excited. Mr. Nash and I spent some time today going around both campuses. And Mr. S and I, wait a second. Who do we need to say hello to?
You got to say to the main man.
The legend.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick MacGyver Sikowski behind the boards, making it all happen for us. How are you, MacGyver?
Doing very well. Very excited. And I think this is year 7 of this podcast.
Year
7 start.
Year 7 of the podcast. Year 10 for Mr. S in the district.
Quite a chatterbox this leading out of the gate, which I love. Remember,
Don't get used to it.
He's like a turtle. We couldn't coax him out of his shell before. Now he's I love it. Welcome.
He just said, don't get used to it.
Brilliant.
We're more of that, Mr. S. We love hearing from you, and we appreciate everything that you do. All right, the school year is officially underway.
And you guys are walking around. You guys are doing videos. You're seeing the students. And
yes, please. By the way, please check our social media for footage of Nick and I just went around to all the different classrooms, having kids wave and say hello and introducing ourselves.
I love the first day. I don't say anything. I just drink it all in.
Yeah,
they will soon learn the power of Nash. Soon enough, but
Nash is like the cleanup hitter. Right? He's like Greg Lazinski from the Phillies. He waits until we got a couple other men on base, and then
I come in. And in a great way, we see kiddos get empowered and they activate and ignite, and that's really what we do.
1,000%. Absolutely. And we had great weather today. It was really one of the smoothest opening days we've had in the history of the school.
Yes, it's funny you say that. I can remember when it's pouring down rain or whatever, it's downtrodden and puts a gloomy negative connotation, but not today. It's brilliant.
Nope.
Brilliant. Kids
who used to get off the bus not knowing where they're going, or the bus, lots and lots. We had a couple of kids on the wrong bus, but nothing.
It's totally night and day from, where we started to where we are and where we're going. And that's what today's episode's all about, right?
Absolutely. The future going forward. Let's talk about that. This is this is an unofficial episode of the MCTS experience. This is really just a welcome back to everybody. So we're going to keep it brief.
Light and breezy.
Light and breezy. Brief, looking forward, moving forward. Yes. Give us some Skills USA news, Mr.
Well, obviously, the year ended out with us going to nationals, and we did a great thing there. And we're going to talk about that once we launch our official session. But what's really exciting over the summer was we had 2 of our executive team officers that were elected in May did a team building session with the 10 individuals who represent the state.
Yes.
And Mercer County now has 2 state officers. The president of Skills USA, state of New Jersey, is Mia Ponce, who is a senior culinary hospitality academy student. And Jade Irizarry is our state treasurer. So we went from 0 state officers ever in the school's history for Skills USA.
Yes.
To 2 pretty high-ranking individuals.
When I see Mia, can I call her Prez?
Oh, absolutely,
Madam Prez.
Absolutely.
That's it.
So we're gonna bring them in a little bit. We're going to Washington to a leadership training seminar. Again, a first for the district, a first for.
I'm hoping we also get to talk a little bit about their gold medal.
We're gonna.
Champion,
I think that's going to be. I think that's really going to be a cornerstone component of the official September-October episode.
Outstanding. I love it. I'm looking forward to it. Just briefly, I'll touch on the Counselor's Breakfast. Absolute funnest event of the year, October 17th.
If you were a guidance counselor and you heard that when is it going to be, Orff?
October 17th, 8:30 in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, right here at the Arthur Sypek Center.
Let's pretend I was new to a guidance department. Now, John Schwartz and the host,
Daniel Marasco,
the heavy hitters. But if you're new as a guidance counselor, you're nuts if you're not at this event.
You better come. You better come, and you will love it.
It's a lot of fun.
You get great information about the school, but you also
the
kids.
Food, the theme, the food.
Put it on. They put on the dog, as they say. Lots of good food. Not the food is not dog.
No. But that's the phrase. That's the in sync phrase that the kids are saying now.
Gussying it up. We're
gussing it up.
Nice.
It's bussing.
Absolutely.
I say busting because my buttons bust. My kids make fun of me. My own children make fun of me. But anyway, if you're a counselor, make sure you walk into the head of guidance and say, hey, listen, I know I'm new here, but I definitely want to be, because then you get to, we do impromptu tours of the school.
Yeah.
You really get to roll up your sleeves and see what we're all about.
It's a great time. So please, one and all, come to that event. Counselors, CST folks, or maybe you're just a teacher from another school who maybe you teach the woodshop class or the
Why not?
singles class.
Why not?
Come on by. We're happy to have you. Speaking of admissions and counselors, this is very exciting. Can you do that sound? Oh, well, I can
Even
do that.
better.
The application portal is now open on our
Or
website.
do we have applications?
We do.
People have already applied for the 20.
Oh, yeah. We
25, 26.
We have already received. We didn't even make an announcement yet. We just opened the portal, and people are already applying.
So were they sitting there almost like a lottery for Super Bowl tickets? Like
maybe they had an alert or something like that. When that, can you do that, Mr. S? Is there such a thing as an alert?
Just our notifications we push out, but
Okay.
people are just that good.
Maybe they were literally
They
just
know.
sitting there waiting
know.
until it.
They
opened.
know.
Like
So we got applications.
buying tickets.
For 25, 26 share time academies.
Correct. 10th graders may apply for shared time now. If you're in 10th grade and want to come see us and be a student on this
If I wanted to
campus,
come to the culinary program, if I wanted to come to cosmetology, auto,
you can apply right now.
electrical.
If you're in 8th grade and you want to be a full-time student here for the STEM Academy, the Health Science Academy, or the Culinary Arts Academy, you can apply right now. It's going to be great. Just go to our website, mcts.edu, find the admissions tab, and that'll have links directly in it to the application portal. What else? Back to school night?
Yeah. End of this month, September 26th, 6 p.m. Great way to see the shop, find out how your son, daughter's doing, integrating into the school, and get to walk around and meet people like Mr. Worf, Mr. S, myself,
Parents can come, meet your kid's teacher,
principals.
Ask questions.
Shout out to Mr. Warren.
Shout out to Mr. Warren and our new principal, Dr. Phil Cristosimo, a new principal of the Aspen Center. Excellent man. Very excited to have him on the team.
Absolutely. So, Mr. Cristosimo?
Dr. Cristosimo.
Dr. It sounds like an X-Men character. It is awesome.
Dr. Cristosimo.
Anyway, and Mr. Warren are two dynamos leading
Absolutely.
each campus.
Great leaders. And then, of course, info sessions, district info sessions.
So what? Teach me about the info session.
Yeah, so a parent, a student, really anybody interested in learning about the district, typically for people who are considering applying and want to learn about
Can
the
I
district
apply
before they
and then
apply.
show up to an info session?
Yes, you can.
Is that a
You can apply, show up to an info session, and visit a couple different programs if you want and check the place out.
That sounds how you do it. That
Yeah.
sounds like you do it.
That's the smartest way because then your application is in. It's important to get it in early. All right?
Okay.
All right.
So when are they?
Thank you. October 29th here at the SIPEC Center, 129 Bull Run Road. November 14th at the Aspen Pink Center, 1085 Old Trenton Road. November 20th is a virtual info session. December 12th back here at SIPEC. And then January 7th, a virtual again. For the virtual sessions, check our website for the links. That'll be up there ASAP, and you'll be able to click the link on the night. There's also going to be plenty of emails going out. There's going to be mailings coming out to all the homes in Mercer County. So stay tuned for more information, but do yourself a favor. Attend an info session if you're at all
Apply and
curious
attend an info session.
about the district. And then last, but definitely not least, I'm very excited about this event. Go for it, Mr. Nash.
We're back, everybody. You know, a lot of schools do a lot of fundraising, but Mercer County Technical Schools and Ford Motor Company, have been together since 2011 for Drive One for Your School. And producer Nick's going to flash up a flyer, whether it's at the beginning of this conversation or towards the end. Here's what you need to know. October 6th, it's a Saturday from 9 to 3. Here's how it works. You show up as an 18-year-old licensed driver. You can bring your kids. Your kids can come. We're going to have student volunteers. We're going to have finger food breakfast. We're going to have an incredible lunch from 9 to 3 all day long. You show up, but here's what's great. There's 8 vehicles lined up, 8 Ford Motor Company vehicles lined up. You show your license. You enter. You go into this little cattle stall, and you get to test drive the vehicle. You don't pay for anything. No one takes your keys. You're not locked in a sales room where they pitch you for an hour and a half on what you're going to buy. It's none of that. This is just an interactive event where you can test drive a vehicle, come back, answer 10 market research questions. No one will call you. No one will pitch you. Please, I know your instincts. We're all East Coast. You all think there's no way this is happening. We've done it for 10 years. From 2011 to 19, we did it. Raised over $100,000 for the district. Goes directly to students.
But Mr. Nash, somebody's going to make me try to buy a car.
No. Look, people think that this is artificial. It's not. Or if you've done it with me, we've done it many, many years.
Yeah, I'm being
you're being
plant right now. I'm being
no. But
what about getting on lists for phone calls? All the time?
No one. No, you can opt out of. There's an email, and if you check the box, they don't email you. And email you, it's just corporate emails from Ford Motor Company. This is not a local dealership doing this. They host it. The Haldeman organization hosts it, but it's a corporate event, and it's picture the Apple Store. When you walk in the Apple Store, you can touch the computer, you can see the phone, you use an iPad. Yeah. It's the same concept. Hey, except you can drive the pickup truck, the convertible Mustang, the new EV vehicle. If you've never driven an EV vehicle and you're interested, show up and drive one.
I'm interested. Now, what do we get? What does Mercer County Technical School get?
For every 18-year-old licensed driver from every household that shows up, you scan your license, the information goes in. After the test drive, you come back, you answer on the iPad the 10 questions. How was your experience? Da-da-da-da.
Easy, quick.
15 minutes, and the school gets $20 per household per test drive.
I feel like I could eat $20 worth of pastries in the morning or hot dogs and things like that in the afternoon.
So the breakfast is the finger foods. Yeah. You can test drive a vehicle. You can come back. You can drive all 8. You do not get $20 per test drive. It's just showing up per person, per household.
That's fine.
Showing up. And the great part about it is our student leadership teams are there. We have HOSA representative. We have Skills USA representatives. We have staff
volunteers. I'm going to be there.
I'll be there. I'm there. Mr. Gent and I spearhead this. 2 schools, 1 family. And the number one thing that we just need you all to know is the biggest lift. People are convinced that someone's going to sell them or they're going to get badgered after this event. And it's not. That's never been the case. It won't be the case.
Show up, drive a car. MCTS gets $20 per person.
Yes.
Yeah. This is a great event.
Unless you want to buy light bulbs, cruddy cookie dough that tastes like chemicals, or your kid brings home a box of M&Ms and the neighbor's dog eats them all.
Oh my God! Let's do a candy bar sale. Oh my heavens! And I happen to know that when our fearless leader, Mr. Carey, heard about this, he was like, "Let's go!"
Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
I mean, it took a little hiatus.
Make it happen, and you did.
And we did. So we're back. So October 5th, rain date of the 12th. If it's cruddy weather, we're not going to...
5th or 6th, it's Saturday, right?
It's a Saturday the 5th.
Okay, I beg your pardon.
Rain date is the 12th, following Saturday. And again, 9 to 3. You want to get there nice and early and get the first test drives? Great. If you want to come later in the day, great. Lunch consists of our culinary students that are Serve Safe certified, cooking hamburgers, hot dogs, garden burgers. You name it, we got it. I talked to Chef Phillipson. I filled out the finger foods. Rory Phillipson, incredible cinnamon buns, knick-knacky snack cakes in the morning. You're going to love it.
Love
it's a
her.
no-brainer. So.
What a day. Great times, money for the school, community building. It's all there.
It's parents, teachers, organization. How can you go wrong? Drive one for your school. You're going to get a flyer popped up. We're going to do a mass emailing. Please tell your neighbors, your friends, your family. It is a no-brainer.
Big thanks to our business partner Haldeman Ford. That's going to be a great event.
Awesome.
I don't know what else to say except for we were trying to keep this quick. So
welcome back,
everybody. Happy 24-25 school year. It's going to be a great year. Excited to do this podcast with you two again. Speaking of podcast, I invite all of you to.
We have a couple other shows.
We do have a couple other shows. Please tune in to the Superintendent's View, hosted by Matt Carey, our fearless leader. The Principal's Office, hosted by Dr. Phil Christosimo and Mr. Jared Warren, our principals. The Way of the Wizards, our first student-led podcast.
Second year.
Entering its second year. That one is getting more views. I think it's because we got some good kids hosting those. And then, of course, coming soon, the Director's Cut.
What?
Yes, the Director's Cut.
I never heard it. What?
Coming soon, featuring our new adult evening school director, Alan Munford.
Nice.
Yes, along with some a smaller assist from myself and Mr. Ryan Hamer, other directors. You get it? Director's Cut.
I never knew this. This is exciting. You broke it right here.
We broke the news. Stay tuned for that. And now, at the end of this podcast, sadly, this is the end of another exciting episode of the MCTS Experience. And I would just like to invite you all to follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, LinkedIn, X. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and see all kinds of student and staff videos and content from all of us. Continue to listen to all of those podcasts that I just mentioned and this one. Like it and share it and leave us a 5-star review. Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast. It's all out there for you, so please stick with us. You're also going to see some episodes this year coming from the new Ass and Pink studio. MacGyver has been working very, very hard all summer long, and it's great. It's like
2 schools, 1 family, 2 studios, 1 source of information of MCTS coming from MacGyver.
Well said. Yes, very nice. You pulled that out. That was fantastic. So gather up all that stuff. Check out all those different platforms. And until the next episode of the MCTS Experience, this is Mr. Orff, on behalf of myself, my partner in crime, David Nash, and the great Nick MacGyver Zakaski, inviting you to discover your passion
And unlock your future.